What's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And how are you doing? Are you okay? It is Friday, and I know it has been a wild week. I mean, not just for cryptocurrency, but for everything. The United States stock market is still taking it on the chin like crazy. The last time I checked, it was down 900 points. Excuse me, it's down 1,000 points. And over here in the cryptocurrency market, we're still trying to find our base and hold on to it. And I know that there's a lot of concern in the market right now. I know there's a lot of fear, and this is typical what we see when we reach a certain retracement level. I know I use those Fibonacci retracements a lot because they are just so reactionary and it just works just like magic all the time. As you saw with the altcoin market cap, it did retrace the 0.702 before getting rejected. And you could see that right here. We came all the way down, we retraced to 0.702, and then we took a really hard knockdown from right there. But there's something I've got to just reiterate to you when we look over here at this XRP price chart. When we look at this entire bullish move to the upside, we're here. And I would not be the blockchain backer if I wasn't buying at this level. And I am. And today I did buy again. Unfortunately, I didn't get a buy-in at that 0.277 price because I was driving my daughter to school, but I did get a buy-in at 0.2355. So I'm still accumulating and I'm still buying this price zone, and it would be ridiculous and hypocritical of me to not be buying at this price level. I have almost exhausted the amount of funds that I had sitting on the side specifically for buying a dip, and I've got enough left in me to make one more accumulation. So that's all I've got left for accumulating right now, because over the 2-month period of the bullish move up, I wasn't buying. Now I'm buying again. As I always mention, I buy in fear and I buy in red. I know a lot of people are really scared to buy right here at this price level because the price has moved down so fast. They have no problem buying when the price is at 33, 34 cents and things are euphoric, but they cannot for some reason hit that buy button when the price has fallen 30% and we've done a big retracement. For me, this is where I buy. This is where I do it. I am putting my money on it that this is the end of the pullback, that we have reached a far enough retracement level. I know it was very fast and very brutal, but this is the key level for me to be a big, big buyer, and this is where I'm doing it. And not only that, when we get news, timed news that is released right at the 0.702 pullback retracement level, it just confirms all of my thoughts on everything, and it tells me that there is somebody out there who wants you to be the one selling it to them at this price level, and they don't want you buying. And regardless of how many people it works on, it will work. It will convince people to be nervous. I see it on Twitter. People are commenting on my stuff and saying, hey, I'm really scared to buy right here. I mean, do you realize the psychological impact of this type of a retracement level? When the price was retracing to the upside and we'd retraced 70% in the altcoin market cap, people were excited to be buyers. And then when we retrace 70% in the opposite direction, they're wanting to be sellers. They're scared to be buyers. You have to think about that. There's a psychological impact of that price level. And then to get timed news released at that price level, somebody is accumulating this price and they don't want you doing it. They want you selling. Oh, and believe me, I know I sound like I've got like a super epic collection of tinfoil hats and that I am the tinfoil hat man. I totally get it. But time will tell, and we'll get that same saying that everybody always says. Why didn't I buy when the prices were lower? Why didn't I buy, when I had the opportunity? I should have accumulated more. But I can tell you from personal experience of having this YouTube channel, it's moments like this when people are just in the darkest times possible. When we were down here in the 17 and 18 cents, I was practically begging people just to leave me something positive to say in the comments section of my videos, because emotions completely change when the price has pulled back. I was remaining bullish. I was saying, I'm buying, I'm accumulating, this is awesome, the bottom is in. However, my videos would get thumbs down. I would get so many nasty comments in my videos, and I was practically begging people just to say something nice. And then when the price goes way up, the thumbs up go up, and then all the positive comments come out, and then we get a pullback in price and we get the same stuff again. Bitcoin's going to $1,200, XRP is going to 15 cents. It'll never happen. You can't be bullish. It'll never happen. It's the same thing. It's just a psychological switch that gets turned on. And I have no way to show any data of how many people, what percentage of people get that switch turned on. But I'm going to guess a part of you who's listening to me right now has some concern and some fear. Some of you are buying this dip and saying, no, man, I'm in. This is it. This is awesome. I'm buying 22, 23 cents. But a lot of people are sitting there saying, I'm utterly terrified to buy this price level because I'm concerned the price is going to 15 cents. I'm concerned that the crash is just beginning. The people who make the most money in these markets, in any market, are the people who can get beyond that and the people who can buy when the fear is high. They also have to be the people who sell when the greed is high and the optimism is very high. Hopping in with the herd and getting on the excitement train and buying when excitement is really high is never the time to be the buyer. The time to be the buyer, proven over and over and over again, is when things are at their absolute worst. When the entire herd is screaming, no, no, this is bad, you're ridiculous. That's when you need to be the buyer because the herd is on the opposite side. And how do you make money in markets? Well, one person has to win and one person has to lose. At least one person has to lose in order for a win. And if you want to win really, really big, that means you have to beat a lot of people. A lot of people have to lose in order for one person to win big. So when the big group of people are telling you one thing, you need to be doing the opposite. And that can be hard because a lot of people find safety and comfort in groups. They like to see what other people are doing. They like to follow the group and they just feel comfortable being in the big herd. And to be the wolf, to be on the outside, the lone wolf is terrifying. And this is one of those moments where I will act like the wolf. We get bad news. We get huge price pull down. We get sentiment in the gutter. And that's where I am bullish. And I know it's crazy. I know. But at this 22, this 23-cent price zone, this is where I put all my eggs in the basket. I'm not a day trader. I am accumulating. I have a much bigger picture in mind for what is coming with XRP and what Ripple is doing. As I talk about, I do international wire transfers. If you don't do that personally, you don't have any idea how terrible it is sending money internationally. You could say, oh, yeah, okay, it just takes a little while. But no, it is a nightmare. You are afraid that you've lost your money and you don't know when it's going to get to the other side of the world. And when we see price swings like this, we tend to forget all the reasons why we believe in what we're investing in, and we become terrified over percentage swings. And for me, that's not it. I'm looking at the much bigger picture. Nothing has changed with the price targets that I have picked out. I am still shooting for $13, $26, $55. None of it has changed. It's all there. It's all on the table for me to take. And if the market wants to offer me the price of 22 cents, 23 cents, and if the market wants to offer me the opportunity to sell at $13, to sell at $26, to sell at $55, I will take all those opportunities. So, as we head into the weekend, if anybody approaches you or you hear a conversation strike up about the stock market losing whatever 10 to 15% this week, you know what you could say to them? You could say, "Heh, that's cute." Because we've been through it before. We've handled it before, and we're going to handle it through this one too, guys. I know it's tough, but we get through it. So, I'm getting my buys in down here, and it'll be the same story. The price will climb back up again, and once again, I won't be buying into the uptrend because I buy everything in the downtrend. I buy everything when it's at its absolute worst. So I know it's tough, but hey, you know what? Next week can bring something totally different for us. It was not just difficult for cryptocurrencies. It was very difficult for the US stock market. It was difficult for commodities. It was difficult for the dollar, but we'll be okay. So hopefully hopefully you guys are seizing an opportunity or you're making a plan and you kind of have a plan moving forward. And just remember when you start worrying about price to step back for a minute and say, why am I even here in the first place? And I'm here because I believe something big is coming. So I hope that you guys have a great weekend. And whew, man, getting through this week was a tough one. And I'm happy that we can kind of wrap it down and take a break for a little bit. So I'm excited to get back to next week because you know what? It'll only get better from here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and give it a thumbs up or leave a positive comment too. Those are always nice. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet so you can be notified of when I create new content or when I go live. As always, this is not investment advice, and I am not a financial advisor. But if you ever need a pick me up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.